What's up guys, it's Captain's Production 72 and welcome to Room Tour 2023 edition. I said in the channel update that we are going to start off July properly, unlike last month, and here we are with the full room tour. So this is the third one I have done this room, 2021, 2022 and now 2023. I think this would be the sixth time I've done a room tour video, because I've done one in 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22 and now 23. So yeah, I've been in this room for 2 years now, which it works out as 3 room tours. And I'm really excited to get into this because, I've made a few changes to this room, which is a small room, so room for changing things is not great. But here we go, we've made some changes. These videos are always so much fun and they always do very well, so let's jump in, starting over at the door. So over here we have a light switch, we have a door, just regular room stuff. Up there we've got ourselves a vent. Coming along here, so we're going to work our way along, round, come back down towards here. We're just kind of going a that sort of shape. I don't want to say circular motion because I might be wrong, but who knows. So coming over here, we have the closet. We've got a poster for one of my favourite movies, The Shining, and I ended up buying a whole bunch of retro Lego Club magazines. That's where I got the Hobbit Battle of Five Armies poster and the Lego Pirates of the Caribbean poster, so that's pretty cool. If we come in here, now this is a bit of a mess, to be honest with you guys. We have all my Lego boxes of phones. I've got some nice sort of 2012 boxes, 2013, 2007, 2009. Got a Lego Scooby-Doo box, some old boxes there. It's pretty cool. Got a few sets in here that I need to sort of something to do with. I've kind of been working, and there'll probably be a video on this subject in the next few weeks or so. But I've been trying to sort out my collection. As you can see, I've got some stuff inside those boxes. I've been sorting out some parts. But again, it is a work in progress. It's not the best in here. I am going to be doing a video, maybe talking about and showing how I'm going to condense all of this into like kind of half the space. And it's just some stuff in here in general that needs a bit of sorting, but it is kind of cool. I am someone who keeps the boxes from my sets. It is really cool to have retro boxes, especially when they're all from the same year. In the case of, so from here all the way along here and including that one there, that's all of the 2012 boxes. One of my goals is to buy all the 2012 sets, which is the nostalgia for once saw the ones with the Darth Maul on the box. So yeah, and this is my oldest Lego box right here, the 2007 Hoth Rebel base, which is pretty cool. Yeah, the oldest box in my collection. I believe that might be the oldest set in my collection. It's from 2007. But yeah, pretty cool. There's some things stored in here, parts, sets I've got built, that sort of thing. Moving on, we come over here, so I've got some stuff hanging up. This is more or less just kind of a closet where it keeps things. Here I've got a poster that my dad was able to get, because he deals all the posters and stuff in bus stops, and it's one for the Skywalker Saga game. I've not had anywhere to put it up. It is one of these huge bus stop posters. Just think about how big one of those is and you'll see the space problem. We've got some Lego boxes in here, that sort of thing. Clothing, that's what you'd expect. Got a couple of boxes down here. Got a whiteboard for it to write something, subliminal messages would be a good thing. Got a Final Fantasy poster there, there's the whiteboard. And you'll notice it does say something on it. It says that on it. All jokes aside, up above that we have the first shelf of Lego. So obviously Lego YouTuber, you're going to see a lot of Lego, I think that's kind of obvious. So up here we got the 2021 Mandalorian Starfighter, the Bad Batch Attack Shuttle, the Battle for Geonosis Proton Cannon, the Pirate Tank from 2009, and one of those 2009 Corporate Alliance tank droids. Here we have a binder, so I'm just move my phone case. I took the phone out of the case. We're currently using a tripod for the purpose of filming, so we got this binder here. And I pulled this out to show you guys, because I might make a video on it separately. It is my Star Wars trading card collection. Of which, there's quite a bit of trading cards in here. Thought I'd give you guys a little glimpse of that. It's pretty cool. So I've got my bag, which I use for work and stuff, some boots. So in these drawers, it's a little bit random, some of the stuff I keep in it. I guess some of it is Lego related. Also, I've got some sets here, some of those 504 speeders for Clone Armies. And the bottom one is extremely heavy, which does, you see what I keep in the bottom. So if we pull this out, all of this, right, all this stuff here, this is a Lego instructions. The one at the bottom with the little binders around it is the ones for the 2008 10188 Death Star. Got these new ones Lego's doing that aren't as nice, you know, the crappy render. We've got some Scooby-Doo ones. Got some ones from one of my most recent sets that I got, the Droid Tri-Fighter. You know, we've got some old retro Chrome Battle Pack ones. We've got some 2009 sets. Some really cool instructions in there indeed. So over here we have my bed. It's a bed, so you know it does bed stuff. Up here we have a poster for the Mandalorian, which I'm debating changing it for something else, maybe getting another poster, but it's quite cool. I do really like the Mandalorian, and coming around here, that does look pretty cool. Coming along over towards this wall here, we'll get started. So this is where we start to get back in loads of posters and stuff like that. So we have this t-shirt, and this is more or less just, I thought we could hang this up, I might take it down. It's the one for the last day of high school. I'm currently a college student, so that's from like 2 years ago. We got some nice posters of our First Legion poster, we got some nice ones. These are, basically they're not official posters, but if you look at the instructions from like, you know, the late 2000s, early 2010s, it all things like this inside, and it's kind of cool. I thought, hey, I'll cut these out and make them into posters. That does look kind of cool. But the same for the back of that up there with some really nice 2006 sets. So up here I have been incorporating minifigures into my display recently. I might be changing that soon, but for the next time we do, we've got a nice Royal Guard over here from 2008. We've got the 2021 TIE Fighter, which you can turn into an Interceptor, but since Lego's released one, I might convert it back into a TIE. We've got that A-Wing from the Mon Calamari set from 2009, got the pilot that goes with a little cannon. One of my biggest, most recent purchases I'm still yet to review is the giant 2012 UCS B-Wing. First official UCS set I've got that you could count the Death Star, but it doesn't have a plaque. I'm going to pause it there if you want to read that plaque, but it's quite cool. We've got mini TIE Interceptor from the Planet series with Darth Malgus there. This is pretty cool. Like I said, one of my goals was all of the 2012 sets, and this was the most expensive one to get. I bought mine sealed, just, you know, I paid that bit extra because I thought it'd be great, you know, to have it like that. There was some more posters back there. We're going to focus on that soon, but we're going to go to the bottom. Coming down here, we have a bit of a box haul going on. These are some of the sets I'm still to review, so therefore I've kept out the boxes. I've got the 2014 Tri-Droid box with, that's crazy, 9 years ago, spring-loaded shooters. We've got Alien Conquest 6. I do like some other themes other than Star Wars. The Executor Super Star Destroyer, and of course the box for the UCS B-Wing Starfighter. So we reached the main Lego shelf, which if you're a subscriber of the channel, you'll be familiar with, which it's a pretty cool shelf. It's a Argos bookshelf. Again, I bought this about 2 years ago, so I can't exactly remember what type of shelf and all the dimensions. But it's an IKEA shelf and it is pretty cool. They are adjustable. For instance, you'll see all these little holes running along the shelf. You can take out these little double joints, is what those are called, and you can adjust the shelf on both ends. So, you know, a little bit of information about my shelf. So there is some organisation. It is not completely random. Let's jump into that organisation. So coming down here at the bottom, we have some drawers. Now my minifigures are both, not all of them are on the shelf, but basically we have some, I can't open it out of the box, but I mean this Revenge of the Sith one seems to want to be open. So we've got episode 1 to Clone Wars, which seems to be the one that's overflowing now, and Revenge of the Sith, episodes 4, 5, 6, and then this one here, the best way to describe it is it's everything that's not that, so it's like, you can see a whole bunch of the Old Republic troops in it, the Bad Batch stuff, Rebels, that kind of stuff are in there. So all of these shelves are organised like the drawers by movie. So we've got episode 1, Star Wars episode 1, The Phantom Menace, which, you know, not a movie I have a whole bunch of stuff for, but to have that rare Padme over there, which is going to probably turn her around a bit. There it is. Which is pretty cool. I mean, when I got back into collecting, because I went for a period of not buying any Lego, when I started buying it again in 2015, most of the sets that were out were OT based or sequel based. So it's in the last few years that I've rebuilt the whole part of the collection that would be the prequel, so it's pretty cool. Got Anakin's pod racers, some planet sets. Planet sets are severely underrated. I wish Lego would bring those back. Got a little Naboo fighter, Gungan sub again, a whole bunch of the minifigures from that. Moving up, we have Attack of the Clones, which is a movie that Lego seems to neglect. Now, some of them I've tried to get by, an order of movies, seeing episode 1 and 2 don't really have that going. So, I know they're not Attack of the Clones, I just thought it'd be funny to have Darth Maul, this is the Santa Maul and the Snowman R2 over there. We've got the 2013 Republic gunship, with the characters hanging off the side of it. Technically, it should be the other side, I think. Still very cool though. We've got a clone pilot, that 2013 style. Can't believe this is a 10-year-old set. We've got one of those new command stations. A couple of super droids. One of my favourite figures here that I've gotten this year has to be this original 2003 Geonosian. Pretty cool. We've got Tonwee, we've got Zam Wessel. Over there, Yoda, Obi-Wan, R4, the Starfighter from last year. Speaking of last year, now yeah, the ATTE comes with Revenge of the Sith minifigures, but it was in episode 2, so I just put it here. We've got the original Anakin and Obi-Wan from Attack of the Clones. We've got the 2013 version 0, obviously we've got a whole bunch of those newer clone troopers. We've found 2013 Captain. So really cool show. Attack of the Clones is something I want to add to more. Again, not all my figures for each are here. Like you can see, there's a whole bunch of Attack of the Clones stuff. I wasn't putting out all 6 of my captains, so yeah. Definitely one of my favourite sets in my collection has to be the ATTE. Very cool. It's something I wanted for a while and finally got one. Now, a shelf I've put a lot of work into over the years, and one of my favourite ones on display is Star Wars The Clone Wars. So, one of my dream sets for a while, and I finally got one in March in really good condition, because it's hard to find one of these in good condition. With good stickers and stuff. Mine is a bit dusty. I've had it since March. Is this 2008 Republic gunship. You may have seen in the corner I had 2 gunships, which I thought it was crazy. I was able to pull that off. But yeah, there's a lot to unpack on this shelf, so let's just get into it. So we have Anakin in his, by the way, that part over there is the turret from the back of the gunship because it doesn't fold in like 2013 does. So I had to take it off. We've got the 08 Anakin, because also that's in the Clone Wars droid with his 2008 Starfighter. We've got one of the Clone Walker battle packs of a clone trooper and a clone gunner inside. We've got 2 bomb squad. We've got a custom Keeley clone, normal 501st and 501st jet trooper, a custom Caminon security clone. For just about every custom clone here, there has been a review. That's what the last month of the channel has been. We've got the 2008 gunship and I'll score it. I went for the Crumb bomber stickers on either side of mine. Looks really cool. Above we have some figures. So we've got the new 501st Sniper, one of my favourite clones. Got the Clone Wars style pilot from 08, Commander Gree. We have 3 customs here. We have the custom Camo Orf, Boost and Sinker from Wolfpack. And behind them, one of my favourite clone types, the 2012 Earth Trooper, which are technically the Rancor Battalion. I have 2 of them. It's definitely one of the troopers I intend to expand on for 2024's Clone Army. Speaking of clones, we come down the side of the gunship. We've got 2 Horn Company clones there, 2 regular Earths, and a couple of, a whole bunch of those Clone Wars clones from 2008, which are really cool clones. We've got Captain Rex Phase 1. I need to review these guys here, the custom. All these customs are from Minifig Customs UK. We have 5s and Echo, which are really cool. We've got Commander Cody Phase 1, so I'm not really missing the Commander Fox, because I'll have the original setup. From 08, we've got a custom Phase 2 Rex, Clone Wars Padme, Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, Bo-Katan, a Loyalist, Gar Saxon, Super Droids, Regular Droids, Rocket Battle Droids, Darth Maul, Illuminara, General Grievous, Yoda, Plo Koon, Mace Windu, a Senate Commando Captain Palpatine, a Senate Commando, a whole couple of 187th Airborne, regular 187th. Up the top, we've got more of those original Clone Wars clones. I wanted to incorporate those quite a bit. We've got one of their captains, and we've got some of the new heavy troopers. Over here, we have the original Count Dooku Asajj Ventress from Star Wars The Clone Wars, along with Rot of the Hutt. As far as other sets go, we've got the Corporate Alliance Tank Droid. I have 2 of those. This is one of those 09 ones. The AAT from 2009 and the 2009 Republic Attack Shuttle, so it's kind of like an homage to some of the original Clone Wars sets. Sorry if I'm going a bit quick, but we're already like nearly 15 minutes into this video, but it's going to be a long one because there's loads of stuff to show. So here is where the shelves start becoming kind of in order of movie. scenes. So at the start we have the whole Revenge of the Sith thing. We've got the Tri-Droid, Anakin, Obi-Wan's Interceptors, 2020 and 2016. We've got the whole kind of Chancellor Palpatine being kidnapped. That's one of my favourite minifigures. I've got some Buzz droids. Got some just R2D2 kicking around. We've got Obi-Wan. Got another custom Commander Bakara. I've got a review on him. Captain Jag. Got Yoda and a Wookiee Warrior. We've got Darth Vader. We've got the light up Mace Windu, which does work. I don't know if you can tell on camera. We've got my little selection here. This is all of my Phase 2 original clones. I only have 6. 2 pilots, 2 regulars, and 2 327th. We've got Anakin and Obi-Wan, their 2005 versions, having the duel at the front of the shelf. I wanted to incorporate iconic moments like that. Over there on the droid socket, we do have R4P17. Over here we have the Palpatine's arrest, the I am the Senate scene. I do have every version of Palpatine as a Chancellor, which we're getting a new one later this year. Got the start of the movie one, got the Clone Wars one, and we got the one from Palpatine's arrest. We got all of the Jedi. Very rare set, very fun set to have in a collection. Got a turbo tank gear, got a mini Venator, got the original. Burnt Anakin after his duel on Mustafar. Got Anakin kind of fighting some battle droids there. Got some Kashyyyk clone troopers. Got some Kashyyyk battle droids. Air Secure. Not all of them, but some of my 212. I took absolute advantage of those magazines being available in the UK, where you can get them really cheap. Got the new Clone Tower from this year. Revenge of the Sith is one of my favourite movies of all time. As you can see, it starts off with the Coruscant space battle, kind of leads into this. Palpatine's arrested, some Kashyyyk stuff, and some 212. I tried with this one, got a little airspeeder, it hangs over the shelf. Coming up to A New Hope, we got some Jawas, got an astromech, got Obi-Wan and Luke in the land speeder. We've got Obi-Wan's hut over here, the droids crash landing. This one's a bit random. Simpson Troopers, U3PO, ceremonial look. I still need to get Han and Leia. We got a whole bunch of the Rebel Fleet Troopers, Chewbacca, R5, Jack Porkins, Luke, Leia, Biggs, Dark Lighter. Got some minifigure over there, the Dianoga, Han and Luke, and our Stormtrooper fits, some Stormtroopers. The Planet Series Death Star Vader's tie from the Death Star, a whole bunch of Imperial minifigures. Right here, because I want the Vault Imperial section. Grand Moff Tarkin, the Interrogation Droid. We've got Darth Vader and Obi-Wan's duel. One of my favourite sets here is the 2012 X-Wing. Because it's got the oversized cannons, people give it some, unfair hate, but I think it's one of my favourite sets of all time. Some really cool sets in here. I apologise if I don't name everything, but we are trying to have some pace. Up here we have one of my most recent set, which is the Executor for the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. Which is funny, this and the TIE Bomber are labelled Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary. You do see both in there, but they're more remembered for the Empire Strikes Back. So up here we've got your kind of horse battle, nothing inside the back. But we've got all your kind of scenes, Han and Leia having their kind of argument, some snow troopers getting in. We've got some, not snow troopers, Hoth troopers. It's got a bunch of rebels around here. Han on the Tauntaun, a bunch of Imperials and stuff. R2 and 3PO. We've got the Dagobah scenes in the back with the hut. Just over there, we've got the TIE Bomber, which is one of my favourite sets. My favourite set so far of the year. Got some of the original Cloud City Lando. It's the reproduction from 2019. For the 20th anniversary, we got Boba Fett, which is the original with the original Carbonite. Got all them bounty hunters apart from IG-88. I do own him. He's just cracked. I need to get replacement legs. We got some Imperials, Boba Fett with the Carbonite, and one of the most iconic duels ever with Luke and Darth Vader. This is one of my favourite shelves as well. Looks pretty cool to look at like this. Very proud of it. Let's go up to Return of the Jedi, which is my favourite. So moving on from The Empire Strikes Back, we go to quite possibly one of my favourite Star Wars movies. And the first one I saw, Return of the Jedi. So immediately you're going to look at the Death Star like, wait, isn't that the episode 4 one? It has almost all episode 4 rooms, apart from the one room from Return of the Jedi, but you can technically count it because the Death Star was in both movies. So I've already showed you this section. This is kind of wraps round as my Return of the Jedi section. Again, the only ones that really take place through the movies Revenge of the Sith and probably The Empire Strikes Back. So over here we got the Admiral from the TIE Bomber. Han. We got a random Ewok, I think that one's called Toka, a shuttle pilot. Luke and Vader with that scene with Palpatine. We got the Death Star, obviously. One of those sets that I got last year, and I still can't believe I own the full size Death Star. It's nuts. But yeah, we've got some Royal Guard there. We've got a couple of indoor scouts. These are the old ones from like 2009 and 2012. We've got the guard there. We've got the Rancor holding Luke, the kind of Jabba's palace scene. Some indoor characters from Endor, Luke, Leia, in one of those Endor rebels. We got the kind of whole Jabba's palace setup going on here, on Carbonite in the back. Chewbacca coming with the bush Leia, really cool set. We were meant to get a remake and it ended up not happening, so that's a shame. We got 3PO and R2 there. It's been propped up by the Rancor pit, which I have both sets here. Really cool set. More like the minifigures you get in that. Some very rare and unique ones. But Omar Monk Droid, we got the Rancor Keeper. We got, now this set should technically have a hanger, but they do split apart at the side, which is one of the coolest things in a Star Wars set. You can see the pin for it. We have the Mon Calamari Stormcruiser's bridge. I just wanted to have this up here, but the full set would not fit. So this is my compromise. It looks really cool. You know, we've got the General Lando minifigure, Admiral Akbar. I got one of those, okay. Mon Calamari crew. You hear that noise? I'm standing on my bed. And behind it, we have the one Minecraft set, which I got. It's a pretty cool set. I really do like this one. Steve, we got the kind of, it's being labelled as the Communist Creeper. It's not hard to see why, but it looks pretty cool. I really do like the Return of the Jedi shelf. It's got some of my favourite sets on it. And if you think that is all my sets, you're mistaken. It is the only section that has the minifigures on. The other ones do not, apart from one area, but hey, this all looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. We do have some posters. We've got some GTA ones. We've got some Lego Star Wars ones. Talking about the Skywalker saga. Not the Skywalker saga. Talking about the video games over the years. So we've got the PS2 fighting for the prequels. We've got the complete saga, and here we have the original trilogy game poster, all of which are pretty cool. So let's move on to the next shelf. But as I was saying, I think I might be taking the minifigures off and making it purely sets, because with minifigures I have to space out the sets, and there might be a video coming on sorting my shelves at some point, because I'd like to do some more content like that, so expect something like that coming down here. This is something that changed. So this chest of drawers used to be okay with that as I swapped them around, because for a while I had the Death Star sitting on here. I want something solid for it to sit on. Got some couple of these, I move that part out of the way, it's falling from something. We've got some of these retro 2011 clone speakers. We've got this, speaking of 2011, this really cool sealed action figure of Hondo. He's one of my favourite characters from Star Wars, especially from the Clone Wars. So I have his action figure here. I do have his minifigures just in a drawer. But it's pretty cool. We've got one of my favourite sets here, the Twilight from 2008. Bit of an unpopular Lego Star Wars set, but still a pretty cool one to have in the collection. I have quite a few of those 2008 sets. Got a miniature of the Ghost. Got this tree from the Lego Mystery Machine. We've got the really cool 2012 set here from the summer of that year, the Malevolence. One of those sets, Clone Wars sets, it probably came a bit too late, but it's still pretty cool one nonetheless. I really do like the Malevolence. And we've got a poster from GTA 5. We've got the UFO abduction from Alien Conquest. We've got the Mystery Machine, which does have some minifigures in it with the zombie. And we've got the Republic fighter tank here from last year. I'm not going to go in the drawers, it's just full of paperwork and stuff. Here we have something that will be returning to the channel very soon, and it is my collecting every Lego Indiana Jones minifigure series. So I did get quite far. The reason I did not continue, I mentioned this in the update video, Lego took forever to give for all these new minifigures here their numbers on bricks. I'm organising them by, you know, the minifig number, but you know, didn't do badly. That will return. We have my small one of Indiana Jones sets. The complete total is 2. I'm going to try and buy some of the older ones in the near future, so there is that. We have the hanger from the home one with a couple of DS games in it. This one there is a bit of a mess with some sticker sheets. This sticker sheet here is from the Tridroid. We've got some drawers here, some bags, just like minifigures and stuff in it. Stuff that I'm trying to sort out, and some sort of that's for trade and just all that stuff like that. We have my window. It's a regular type of window. You can see out of it and stuff right here. It's got some shoes coming along here. Got a Royal Guard helmet. Got Skywalks there. It's got like movies and stuff here in folder. the box for the kit that I'm currently using to film from Xbox 360 games. My rechargeable kind of power source. Got a box over there for £2.5 million. Got a bank that I made in woodwork class. My regular controller, my Gears of War controller. More binders and stuff for college. Got PS2 games, Blu-rays, the 2 PS4 games I have. I end up trading a lot of those away because I don't really use my PS4. Got my PS2, which is one of my favourite consoles. Loads of fun games here, as you can see. Got quite a few. Got a Scout Trooper helmet back there. Just gonna neaten that up. We've got my PS2 controller. Moving along here, I have this cool light, but I'm going to press it to come on, but it shouldn't make the noise hopefully. There we go. Got the Pac-Man light, got a little 501st helmet there. Rubik's Cube, my Darth Vader PS4, that's the remote for the Pac-Man light, so that's pretty cool. Really cool PS4, you can see the word Star Wars, it's kind of engraved all over it. Got, speaking of Star Wars, and one of them's actually pushed in. Got my kind of Star Wars book collection, which is quite cool. Moving over up here, we got all of these pick-a-brick cups. We got the system I'm using to keep track of how many Lego figures I've bought throughout the year. I'm not saying how many, I've got a whole bunch of stickers on the side of the shelf. Again, quite a few pick-a-brick cups sitting here. Got a Lego cup. Something I found in the Lego store a while ago is the actual kind of Lego City type cup. I use it for keeping pens in. I've got my TV over here. I've currently been watching Pokemon. Got this boat here as well that I made in woodwork class like 8 years ago. Pretty cool. First thing I actually made. I recently saw the new Transformers movie, which is new as of 2023, so I got this afterwards. Just thought it was pretty cool. Got kind of a briefcase over there. We've got the 2 boxes for the Indiana Jones sets. I liked the boxes that much. Look at the detail they're putting in these boxes. I talked about this in the review. It's crazy, but I really like that. Coming along here, we have turning that light off there. We have the shelving here. So up here is where I'll typically film stuff. We've got the card for Minifig Customs because I most recently filmed reviews for their products and parts. Stuff I used to open packages. Got this shelf here with a Build-A-Bear Wampa, Luke's lightsabers, one of those extendable ones, an R2 that moves. Got my folder for some videos. A whole bunch of mini builds. Most of these are from the 2012 Advent Calendar. Got a Snap-Tight Snowspeeder, Finn McMissile. Got one of those carriers from Rebels. Got like, general kind of hygiene stuff and all that kind of here. I said this in a bit of a sorry state that I'm planning to do something like I talked about this in the update video, the Force Awakens Falcon. One of my favourite sets, the TIE Striker, with one of these cases. I don't really use it, but it's going in the background piece. And 2019 Slave 1 here. We have a 3PO helmet. We got an empty bottle which I'm going to fill with sand or something, and Alexa. So that is more or less it. And yeah, we do have some cool wallpaper, which is originally I was going to get some white paper or something and going to tape it to the wall, like what I did back in early 2020 on the channel. Or sorry, late 2020, and I kind of decided I'd rather like to use this. I mean, this is kind of a cool background for the making videos, which, I'm planning to stick with it. So, I mean, you've seen the whole room, and the question is, will there be another one of these next year? So, I think they'll pretty much almost guaranteed one next year, but for the next couple of years or so, I'm planning to get my own place, so whether or not it turns into a Lego room tour or a full-on house tour, I don't know, right? I have no clue what I'm planning to do in the future, but it's pretty cool to show all of this off. And yeah, it's a long video. I can't remember the last time I made a video that was this long. I don't even think the Clone Army was this long, and that one was a decently length video. It's pretty cool to show everything and show what we've got in the collection, how it's changed, and of course there's more videos to come. The next video will probably be on Friday. I'll have an extra figure Friday, or I might just do those Indiana Jones ones. So I really don't know. But yeah, this is a fun video to make. Hopefully this one does just as well as the last one, but at the same time, it's the fun that matters in filming these. So I was giving you guys one last look because it's not often, like, you guys are really restricted. You only get to see what's here and then where I make my reviews. So yeah, there'll be a video talking about expansions to the shelving and all that kind of stuff at some point. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been Room Tour 2023 edition. Been a really fun video to film and a very long one to film. So I'm gonna have to go get this one sorted out, uploaded, whatever you want to say, and just be ready. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video coming Friday. Thank you very much for watching.